Hi folks, welcome to my channel, The Average Dermadoc. Let's begin the show. Before going to antifungals, we'll just know the differences between fungal cell and human cell. Fungal cell contains cell wall, whereas human cell does not. Fungal cell and human cell both contain cell membrane. The difference here is fungal cell membrane contains ergosterol, whereas human cell contains cholesterol. Both of them are derived from the same source, acetyl-CoA. First few steps in both the ergosterol and cholesterol synthesis are similar. Why I am telling you the difference? Because whatever the antifungal drug we are giving have to target specific fungal property or structure or its enzyme without any effect on human cell. Now let us see ergosterol synthesis. Already I told you it derived from acetyl-CoA. Whatever a fungal cell inside the fungal cell is happening, that only we will discuss specifically. First from squalene lanosterol will be derived through the enzyme squalene epoxidase. Next, this is the first enzyme. Next, from lanosterol 14 alpha demethylase acts and produces demethyl lanosterol. Later, delta 14 reductase, delta 8-7 isomerase, like various steps will happen, and ultimately the end product ergosterol will be formed. Ergosterol will be incorporated into fungal cell wall. One class of antifungal drug forms pores in the cell membrane by attaching to ergosterol. After forming pores, what it will do? Through the pores, K plus ions from inside the cell will go out and H plus ion from outside the cell will enter into the cell, and it will cause acidity inside the cell and then leads to cell death. It means it is fungicidal inaction. What is the name of that antifungal drug? It belongs to the class polyenes. P for polyenes, P for pore formation in cell membrane. Next, cell wall. Cell wall is made up of glucans, chitins, etc. etc. Now, to synthesis glucan, enzyme required is glucan synthase, beta 1,3 glucan synthase. In this glucan, remember the word can. Next, some antifungals acts on microtubules, some on DNA synthesis. Here in this slide, whatever I wrote in orange color, these are all acted by antifungals. What are those? We will see now in classification of antifungals. First, remember first A for allylamines. Remember first enzyme, squalene epoxidase. It acts on squalene epoxidase. Similarly, other two classes of antifungals which acts on same enzyme squalene epoxidase is second alphabet B. B for benzylamine. Example also starts from B only. B for butanafine. Next, third drug. T for third, T for thiocarbamate. Its example T for tolnaftate. All these three classes of drugs, allylamines, benzylamines, thiocarbamates, all three acts on same enzyme, first enzyme squalene epoxidase. Now coming to examples of allylamines. Examples of allylamines ends with fine, naphthifine, terbinafine. From in systemic example, same terbinafine, 3 drugs, 2 topicals and 1 systemic. Now first A finished. Let us go to second A. Here in first A we have 2 A's, allylamines. So we have given the first enzyme squalene epoxidase to inhibit. Now we will go to the second A. Here only 1 A. Already which is having 2 A's took first enzyme squalene epoxidase. Here only 1 A is there, so we will give second enzyme. What is second enzyme which acts on lanosterol? Lanosterol 14 alpha demethylase. Here we have two classes of antifungals, imidazole and triazoles. We will see examples. All the antifungals which we write commonly: ketoconazole, miconazole, clotrimazole, luliconazole. E with E, 2 drugs: econazole, eberconazole. With S, sulconazole, sertaconazole. With B, bifoconazole, butaconazole. Next, topicals. Topical imidazoles, same keto and miconazole. Next, coming to triazoles. If you reverse the word tri slightly with, it will sound like itra. So first example, remember like this: itraconazole. Other systemic triazoles: fluconazole, isavuconazole, posaconazole, oriconazole. Only 2 topical triazoles are there. What are they? Efinaconazole, not eficonazole. Efinaconazole, fluconazole. Second A acts on second enzyme, lanosterol 14 alpha demethylase. Next, coming to third A for antibiotic. In this class, we have three classes of antifungals. We will come from out to in. What is the outermost structure of a fungal cell? Cell wall. It is made up of glucans. Already I told you to remember can word because it is inhibited by one class of antifungal which is none other than echinocandin. Example also comes with same word can, aminocandin. It inhibits the enzyme beta-1,3 glucan synthase. Now coming to other examples. Other examples ends with the word fungin, caspofungin, micafungin, anidula fungin. Coming to next structure. After cell wall, what is inside the cell wall? Cell membrane. Already I told you P for pores, P for polyenes. Examples amphotericin B, nystatin, and here polyenes end with the word mycin, hamycin, natamycin, hitachimycin, philippin, rimocidine. Now in amphotericin B, remember M and P. M for micro, P for pores. Where it will form pores? In cell membrane. Now which is acting on cell wall? Echinocandins, finished. Which is acting on cell membrane? Polyenes, finished. Now we will go somewhat inside the cell. We will go and see microtubules. Which is the drug inhibiting microtubules? Heterocyclic benzofuran. Example, griseofulvin. What happens if we inhibit microtubules? Microtubules are necessary for mitotic spindle formation and chromosome separation and cell division. So no chromosomes are going to separate and no cell division is going to happen. It blocks cell division. Which blocks cell division? Heterocyclic benzofuran, griseofulvin. Now coming to last and final A, only one isolated drug, flucytosine. Cytosine is nothing but a pyrimidine seen in DNA. So it inhibits DNA synthesis. All 4 A's finished. Now still we have some more topical antifungals like nail lacquers, organic acids, and 2 anti-dandruff shampoos. What are they? First we will see nail lacquers. Remember, first drug in nail lacquer is cyclopyroxolamine, starts with C. Remember the mnemonic CAT for nail lacquers. First C, finished. Cyclopyroxolamine. Remember pyrox, it is a class of pyridone. Remember C, it inhibits cellular respiratory enzymes. It has 2 formulations. One is 1% cream, other one is 8% nail lacquer. Now coming to in CAT cat, second A for amoralfine. It comes under morpholine class of drugs. It inhibits 14D reductase and D78 isomerase. Here formulations are 0.25% cream, 5% nail lacquer. Next in cat, last and final alphabet T. T for tavabarol. It comes under benzoxabarol class. What is its mechanism of action? It inhibits protein synthesis. Percentage formulation 5%, both for lotion and nail lacquer. Here highest percentage of nail lacquer is for first alphabet in cat C. C for cyclopyroxolamine. Next remaining A and T, amoralfine tavabarol has only 5% nail lacquers. Now coming to organic acids, salicylic acid 3%, benzoic acid 6%. This both combination is nothing but Whitfield. Salicylic acid is a keratolytic. Fungus feeds on keratin. No food for fungus. It is also an antifungal. Benzoic acid is both antifungal and antibiotic also. It alters pH and acts on cell membrane. Now last organic acid, undecylenic acid. Undecylenic acid is the first antifungal discovered. After its discovery only remaining all other antifungals got discovered. It acts on conidia. One more antifungal which is acting on fungal structure hyphae, that is tolnaftate. It acts both on squalene epoxidase as it is a third drug in the first A, and it also has another action. It disrupts fungal hyphae. Now miscellaneous anti-dandruff shampoos. Selenium sulfide and zinc pyrathione. Selenium sulfide mechanism of action, it decreases cell turnover and carnocyte adhesion. Fungus will be obviously attached to carnocytes, so fungus and carnocytes both will get shed off from the scalp. Percentage 2.5% shampoo, 1% shampoo and lotions. Coming to zinc pyrithione. In the name itself it's there. It elevates the zinc and copper and inhibits enzymes of mitochondria. In which percentage and formulation is available? 0.251 and 2% shampoos and 0.25% lotion. Now other topicals what we discussed: 3 nail lacquers, cyclopyrox, amoralfine, tavaborole, cat, 3 organic acids, salicylic, benzoic and disilenic, 2 anti-dandruff shampoos, selenium sulfide and zinc pyrithione. Now we will revise whatever we learnt. Now you are going to tell me, I am going to write here what are the drugs acting on which enzyme. First enzyme, first drug, what is it? Acting on squalene epoxidase, Allylamines. Next, with next alphabet I told you what is that. With third alphabet from T I told what is that. Benzylamine, thiocarbamate. Next, second enzyme, what is that second A? It contains only one A, azoles, both imidazoles, triazoles. Next, one nail lacquer in the cat, middle one A, amoralfine. Next, which is forming pores, P for polyenes. Next, which acts on cell wall outermost structure. In the name itself it's there, can, Echinocandin. Next, which acts on microtubules. One antibiotic I told, griseofulvin. Next, DNA synthesis. Which inhibits DNA synthesis? I told you to remember like this. Cytosine is a pyrimidine seen in DNA, which inhibits DNA synthesis. Flucytosine. Now 4 years of antibiotics finished. In other topicals, 3 nail lacquers, 3 organic acids and 2 anti-dandruff shampoos finished. Now at the end of each and every drug I wrote with orange color some alphabets. What are those alphabets? Those are nothing but pregnancy categories. There are 5 categories, A, B, C, D and X. In the name itself it's there, X. Contraindicated, absolutely contraindicated in pregnancy. Can't give in pregnancy. A and B, absolutely fine, we can give in pregnancy. Next, C and D, given only if benefits outweighs the risks. D, better to avoid but given only if benefits are overweighing the risks. Let's end this here. Now if you liked my teaching, my class, you remember the name, no? What is my channel name? The Average Dermadoc. Kindly support my efforts. Thank you for watching. Hasta la vista. До свидания.